This is the story of silicosis, a disease of the lungs caused by breathing fine particles of dust containing silica. Granite dust. Its small particles consist mainly of free silica. The smaller the particles, the greater the danger to human lungs. Here is a fine mesh screen with over 100,000 openings to the square inch. Notice how readily the silica dust passes through. Yet this screen is so fine that it holds water. Every drop poured into the sieve is poured back into the glass. Here is a typical American workman, one of the million who are dangerously exposed to silica dust. His name is John Steele. Once a master molder, he is still working in this foundry after years of exposure to silica. Once strong and healthy, John Steele is now weak and emaciated. He is short of breath. He cannot do even this work properly. The foreman tells him that he is sick, incompetent, can no longer do a day's work, and that he must let him go. He hands John his last time slip. As a result of his disability, John, like thousands of others, is being fired. He is paid off. Broken in health and in spirit, out of a job, he must seek work elsewhere. This is the dusty bagging operation we saw earlier. However, with the exhaust system in operation, there is no dust in the air. The worker wears an approved filter respirator for added protection during periods of temporary exposure. In this close-up, the dust is being carried at high speed into the suction system where it is collected. And here is the way this dusty servicing machine can be controlled by using a suction device. Note how the dust and stone chips are drawn into the hood and thus kept away from the workman's nose and mouth. In the granite quarrying industry, rock drilling is one of the dustiest operations. It can be made non-dusty and safe. One method is to force water through pipes to the point of operation. Water flows through this simple little device around the drill steel and prevents the dust from flying into the air. Here's another wet method used in the quarry. Water is fed through a hollow drill to the cutting edge of the tool. Notice the complete absence of dust. Had our John Steeles worked under these conditions, they would never have developed silicosis and could have continued to work at their trades in safety and comfort. We have seen but a few of the practical, simple, and inexpensive control measures in actual use. However, they must be adopted more widely by employers, used more consistently by workers, and required more generally by state and other agencies. Silicosis can be entirely prevented. The Division of Labor Standards will give you full information. Stop silicosis.